We're live.
Oh, good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our Wednesday webinar. We've had a few little technical difficulties this morning, but we are on. We're rolling. We're live.
And we're learning all kinds of new things about technology. At least I am.
And we're learning. Absolutely. So welcome to our Wednesday webinar. Today is April 18th. I am Julie Gromitz here with Glenda Robichaux, and we are here to talk about the love of plants today. This not so sunny, cold spring morning on April 18th. But it's kind of been on our hearts to share with you guys a little bit about how we can use our essential oils while gardening both inside and out, and playing with your plants and what that looks like for us. So today, our agenda, we're going to go over some of our April promotions, talk about our love for plants, and some upcoming things like our Daily Health Habits Challenge and other upcoming events.
Oops,
so go ahead, Glenda.
We forgot to take the product of the month off. It's not available anymore since it's the 18th. Sorry, everybody.
Well, for future reference to all those listening, if you get your order in before the 15th of the month, and it's 125 or more, doTERRA has this generous offer that they send out a free product every single month, and it's always something different. And this month it was Breathe. If you got yours, amazing, awesome. If you didn't get your free product this month, be sure to get yourself on the LRP and make sure that when you set it up, it goes out before the 15th and you will get your free product. But we do have this 10% off item this month, which is Try Ease, which is a really great seasonal blend for this budding pollen-filled time of the year, where people are having all kinds of issues with their sinuses or just some discomfort around this particular time of the season. So Try Ease is great. A lot of people have had amazing success with it. And it's 10% off.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Grab yours today.
And while you're ordering today to get your Try Ease, there is a beautiful Mother's Day gift collection that is available. It went on sale yesterday morning. And there's a limited supply, and there's also a limit of 2 per account that you can order. So if this interests you at all, I highly encourage you to hop on as soon as possible and order it. It comes with 3 oils that have never been available to us before. First one is pink pepper, star anise, and green mandarin. And I cannot wait to get this little package of goodies. It also comes with 2 empty roller balls, so you can create your own unique blend. And it also comes with a recipe booklet. So this would be a beautiful gift for Mother's Day. I mean, it'd be great for any kind of gift, or just a gift for yourself. So there also is, and I'm sorry, it might be a little hard to read. I was trying to get everything on there, but that picture on the right gives a couple of ideas about what some of these oils are good for. And since I'm on my phone, I can't really read it, Julie.
Yeah, so pink pepper promotes feelings of alertness when diffused or inhaled. It may help calm and soothe the nervous system when taken internally. It may help promote healthy cellular immune function and response. Pink pepper, I'm really excited about that one.
Mm-hmm.
Star anise supports healthy digestion when taken internally. You take 1 to 2 drops internally to promote relaxed feelings. Provides an emotional balancing and grounding aroma. And then green mandarin can be used as a food preservative. How cool. Dilute it in a spray bottle to clean the surfaces of your kitchen. Incorporate into your oral hygiene routine to promote healthy looking teeth. and take internally to support healthy nervous, digestive, and respiratory systems, and healthy immune function and response. So these look really, really quite amazing. And you know what I love about this whole set, Glenda, when you said it's not only good for moms, but good for just any special person in your life, is they don't have anything like Mother's Day or Mom's Blends or anything like that on the box, which is really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm so excited. I ordered my 2 yesterday on my account.
Mm-hmm.
Can't wait to smell them.
So doTERRA's got this awesome promotion going on. When you enroll with doTERRA this month and your enrollment order is 100 PV or more, doTERRA is actually giving you this generous gift of 50 free product credits that will show up in your back office, in your personal shopping area as points to use starting May 4th, I believe, is the start date that they can use their points. So not only does the new person get 50 free product credits, but so does the person that introduced them to doTERRA. So if you have somebody that has been interested in getting their membership, this would be a fantastic month to do so, because it helps them and you. So it's a great way to share.
Definitely. And I love free product.
Right? So today, go ahead, Glenda. I'll let you take this on.
So today, as we were preparing, and our original topic was gardening, and as we started pulling some slides together, it really became more about love for plants. We've done a gardening webinar in the past, so we kind of want to keep things fresh and exciting for you guys. But if you think about our essential oils, they come from plants, and it seems so fitting the more we started working on this. So in the Living Spring magazine that doTERRA put out this season, they have, I'm so excited and I can't wait to make one of these, but I love this picture, and I love the macrame thingies that are holding the plants, and it gives you instructions on how to do that in that magazine. So I'm really excited to make one of those. And if you don't receive that in the mail, because they don't, if you're on LRP, I believe you get the magazine.
I think it's actually if you
Or
had an OV of 500 or more.
Okay. Yeah.
So if you've got somebody underneath you, or if you yourself have placed a large order at least once, then this comes out in the mail. But you can always order it if you really like a paper copy. They're only like $1 or $2. And you can also see it online, which is great.
Exactly. You read my mind. That's exactly where I was going. So you can just hop on to doTERRA.com, and I believe it would be under
Literature, I think.
literature.
Yep.
Yes.
Literature, and honestly, I just put in a search bar living.
There you go.
And it'll pop up.
So anyway, I just wanted to add that little extra tidbit and advertisement for the spring magazine. But we are going to talk about some things about how to get some plants ready in your, you can create the seedlings in the house since the ground is still frozen. And just some fun tips and tricks about having plants in the house, moving them outdoors, and all that jazz.
Yes, and our order got a little screwed up. That's okay. So, gardening with essential oils. We're gonna try growing herbs in a sunny spot in your home. So, container gardening is great. It's a way to allow plants to have a space where your space might be at a minimum. So I absolutely love having a garden outside, but I don't have as much actual real estate as I once did. And so container gardening is a really, really great opportunity to grow herbs, certain vegetables you can grow in containers, both inside or out on a patio. If you have a south or southwest facing window, you get some really good results for indoors. Some tips: using a pot that has good drainage and quality potting soil. And one of the things that I've personally come to recognize over the years is changing out your potting soil, giving your plants new, fresh potting soil in the springtime can be really helpful if you have indoor plants, especially that are alive year round. Having those, giving them some fresh soil and adding a little bit of peat moss really helps them to hold on to the moisture. So if you have moisture loving plants, it allows for those of us that may have a little difficulty watering them on a regular basis. So herbs that do well indoors include thyme, rosemary, sage, oregano, and marjoram. So here's a little oil tip. If you're growing herbs inside, we recommend peppermint in a spray bottle to keep away any bugs. So I have noticed that we get these little aphids, and putting peppermint in a spritz bottle not only helps the plants because they really do like that moisture in the air, but the peppermint really does help to keep those little aphids away. And the additional benefit of growing herbs, if you have pets, is that most cats and dogs dislike the smell of herbs and will leave them alone. My daughter just got a job at a local plant store, and so she's been loving her herbs, but we do have her plants, but we do have cats. And so one of the things that she has noticed down in her own room is she's got this little spritz bottle with, she put lime oil in it to spray her bamboo so that the cats will leave it alone because they're really interested in it.
And when you're making a spritz bottle with peppermint, if it's like a 2-ounce glass bottle, you really only need about 5 to 10 drops of peppermint oil. So a little goes a long way, again, when making a spray.
Yes. So indoor plants are fantastic, not only for the aesthetic purposes of it, but they're actually really good for purification of the air. So the following 5 plants, so this article was actually found in that Living magazine as well. So the following 5 plants will help naturally purify the air in your home. Each is NASA certified as plants that can remove harmful compounds in the air. I find that so fascinating. So the peace lily can improve air quality indoors by 60%. It also helps to keep shower curtains and tiles free from mildew and can absorb the vapors from alcohol and acetone.
Wow.
Isn't that fascinating? I thought that was so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, one thing about peace lilies is they are dangerous to cats. So if you have a cat, I would steer clear of your peace lily, or make sure that you have it in a room that the cat can't get to. Or be sure to spray it with a oil water that the cat really doesn't like, and keep your eye on that one. Now, eucalyptus, the leaves are filled with tannins that can raise healthy fluids in the body's air passages. Breathing the scent of this plant promotes feelings of clear breathing. doTERRA's eucalyptus oil comes from the eucalyptus leaves. The oil's ability to promote feelings of clear breathing and relaxation are 2 of the main reasons eucalyptus makes a great houseplant. Now, I'm going to put in a little plug for eucalyptus. I have outdoor planter boxes outside of my home, and I love live plants. but I'll tell you, sometimes they get a little expensive. And so I've gone and bought some dried eucalyptus, and it makes a really beautiful addition to an outdoor spring planter.
Ooh.
Yeah, my little 2 cents on that one. The English ivy is the perfect plant for pet lovers and office workers alike. It has the ability to clean the air of airborne fecal matter and benzene, a chemical commonly found in office equipment that makes focusing difficult. How fascinating. So English ivy in your bathroom and anywhere that your pets come inside. And at the office.
Basically just have it like running down the walls of every room of your house.
All over the place. Yeah. I think I'm going to get some and put it over my cat box. Okay, Boston fern. Boston fern is great for anyone who suffers from occasional dry skin. This plant acts as a natural humidifier. It helps to restore moisture in the air, especially in the cold winter months. It also removes traces of formaldehyde commonly found in surface cleaners. So one way to avoid formaldehyde, commonly found in surface cleaners, would be to hop onto our webinar that we had a couple of weeks ago on cleaning with essential oils and get rid of those toxins. But if you don't have any control over that, grab yourself a Boston fern.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say that a Boston fern would be really great to have next to some of the other tropical plants that really need more of that humidity in the air.
Yep.
Spider plant. Don't let its name fool you. This plant is anything but creepy. Within 2 days, the spider plant can remove almost 90% of toxins in your home.
90?
90. It gets rid of harmful substances like mold and dust allergens. But its real power is the ability to absorb formaldehyde and carbon monoxide. So that would be so huge to have hanging from one of those really pretty macrame plant holders, especially in the city.
Wow. I think as soon as we're done, I'm going to go to the plant store and buy some plants. Just amazing. I mean, and then so you have all these beautiful plants in your home, and then you think about the beautiful aromas that we're diffusing. We're just making our living spaces just beautiful and toxin free to the best of our ability. It's so cool.
Absolutely. So back to our vegetables. If you want to try growing vegetables, utilize a large pot or a window box. Again, I apologize, these slides got a little out of order. Plants that like pots include peppers of all types, cucumbers, zucchinis, and tomatoes. However, you can also try any other veggies. Don't be afraid to experiment. Keep the pot on a porch or an apartment balcony in a sunny spot. Don't forget that you will need to water a little more frequently to ensure that your plant doesn't dry out completely, but overall you should need less water. Oil tip, because this is outside, you will need to worry a little more about animals like dogs or cats or rabbits or squirrels that could be attracted to your pot. So you can spray the plants with rosemary to help keep the animals out. And on the balcony, you can also use cedarwood to help keep the pests away.
Awesome.
So if you'd like to skip the typical chemicals used in fertilizers that you wouldn't want indoors, fortunately, you won't need to worry about weeds with your potted or indoor garden, though vinegar mixed with hot water works really well as a weed killer. Now, vinegar and hot water, that's one of the things that I've used on those weeds that come up in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
You know, that tend to pop up and they're just irritating. Now, fertilizer is important, and you can actually do this with composting your organic waste, like veggie peels and eggshells. One of the things that I like to add to that is coffee grounds. It really does help. And there are certain plants like your Boston fern that actually really love old watery coffee. So if I have like a leftover, cup or two in a pot, I will actually water it down quite a bit, and then I'll water my Boston fern with it. And something about the acidity, it really, really likes that.
That is crazy awesome. A plant that loves coffee.
I know, right? Well, it only makes sense. Doesn't everybody love coffee?
Yes.
So here's a fun little oil tip. Find out what the companion plant is for your vegetable and use that essential oil instead of the actual plant, especially if you don't have space to plant more. For example, tomatoes and basil work really well together to create vigor for growth and plant resistance. So water the tomato plant with basil essential oil in the water for similar results. What a fun, fun, fun concept.
Yes.
And they taste amazing together.
Oh, yeah.
There's like little mozzarella cheese and some balsamic vinegar drizzled over the top.
So I got this idea to start some seedlings in an egg carton from something I saw on Facebook, and it blew my mind. Like, I guess I never really thought about it, and they showed making it a cute little gift. But what I did is, this is actually a picture I took of what I planted at my house. I took 2 egg cartons and I just cut the top off, and I put a little soil in each one, and then I put some seeds, and then we wrote on the egg carton, because we have basil in that front one, and then that back container we did some cilantro, some dill, some oregano. And then I've got just a little spray bottle with some water sitting next to it, and I just mist it every day. And I can't wait to see my little seedlings poke through. It's sitting in our sunroom, so it gets lots of sun. And then when it's ready to plant outside, I've got a couple of really nice size pots on my deck. All you have to do is cut apart the egg carton, and the egg carton is biodegradable, and that you just put right in the pot out on your deck. But you can cut it up so you can kind of stagger the way you arrange them in a pot. And I just thought this was absolutely genius.
What an awesome idea.
As I was tooling around the internet last night looking for some things, I came across a picture of, and sorry I didn't capture it, but it was one of those clamshells, like if you think of the container strawberries or come in.
Yeah.
And because it's got holes in the bottom and holes in the top, it almost becomes its own little greenhouse. So you could put the soil in the container and your seeds, and then you can close the lid because it's got breathing space and put that out in the sun. I was like, oh my goodness, what a great idea.
Smart.
Yes. So upcycling your containers to help you get planted with planting and creating some seedlings for when the weather finally takes a beautiful turn, which may be tomorrow.
It may be tomorrow. we're holding on to hope on that one.
Yes.
Now, one of the things that I've found really fun, we have an old aquarium, and I went to the fish store not too long ago and got some lights for the aquarium top, and they actually have plant lights. So one of the things that I'm really excited about, because we no longer have any fish, is I'm going to be planting plants inside of my aquarium, and I think it'll give it that same greenhouse effect with the plant lights and that misty humidifier factor.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that one.
It looks so pretty.
I know.
Mm-hmm.
So in regards to gardening, oftentimes we find ourselves outside, and not only do you want to be sure to take care of your plants, but we also want to be able to take care of yourself while you're out there. And that can look a couple different ways. So protecting your plants, we've got some great oil. Uh, I'm sorry, my brain isn't working with my mouth this morning. Some suggestions. That's the word I was looking for. Some great suggestions for you. Peppermint, arborvitae, clove, geranium, lemongrass, and rosemary are all great for protecting your plants against some of these pests, whether it is bugs or even little rodents. Oftentimes those rabbits and squirrels can really be detrimental to your garden.
Yeah.
So, planting some of these herbs around the outside of your garden are great, but you can also totally spritz them down with some essential oil in a water bottle as well. Now, if you're spritzing your plants, just like watering them, you don't want to do it in the middle of the day when the sun is the hottest because you risk scorching the leaves. So just make sure that you're doing it in the morning or in the evening. And the morning is really the best, but morning or evening. And taking care of yourself, a couple different things that you can do to help take care of you. Consider getting yourself a knee pad. Having a knee pad really protects your knees when you're in there gardening. And being mindful of how you're feeling when you're bending over in your garden. That low back can really get affected as you're bending over and pulling weeds and stooping and all that. So just making sure that you are keeping your center of gravity low and your core engaged while you're doing this activity. It can really be both therapeutic for the mind, but also can be really helpful in the body, provided you are paying attention, taking care of yourself. So some oils and products that are really great for your back when you're feeling a little achy: Deep Blue Rub, Black Pepper, and Aroma Touch. And these can be great. You can apply them actually to your back or your knees or your wrists or elbows even before you start gardening. When you apply oils before a strenuous exercise, it actually helps the way that your body responds to that exercise. So it can help you feel good, and it can actually help protect you from the bugs and mosquitoes while you're out there.
Mm-hmm.
So some other things that can help protect you from bugs and mosquitoes: TerraShield. If you haven't tried it, get yourself a bottle this spring. It's a really, really beautiful blend in a super convenient spritz bottle. And a really great way to, once again, keep the toxins out of your world.
Mm-hmm.
Lemongrass and eucalyptus is great. And you know what? Any of those oils that are above in that protect your plants category too are going to be really great against bugs and mosquitoes as well. And then make sure that you stay cool and hydrated. Peppermint oil is a great thing to add a drop to your glass water bottle to help keep you cool from the inside out and hydrated, as is basil. Basil and tangerine, man, that's one of my favorite combos in water. 2 parts tangerine, 1 part basil. Really helps to keep you cool from the inside out. Just be careful not to overuse it. Don't be using it all day, every day. It is a great adrenal boost. However, your adrenals need some time to rest and relax and not just be boosted all the time.
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just going to say some fun ways to take care of yourself.
And something that I like to do in the summer months when it gets really crazy hot and if you're outside kind of digging around in the dirt is actually take a washcloth and get it wet and wring it out, and then put a couple drops of peppermint on the washcloth or basil, and then just have that resting on the back of your neck while you're outside, and it feels incredible. And then also, again, it's doing double duty here for you. It's going to help keep away the bugs, and it's also going to keep you cool. So that's another way to use it too.
Thanks for bringing that up, because I have actually traveled with me in the summer months, just a spritz bottle with water and peppermint oil.
Mm-hmm.
and it does just help keep you cool. So whether you're out at a sporting event, you've got your little soccer player out there kicking around and getting all hot and sweaty, it's a really great way to cool them off too.
Yep.
Brilliant. Speaking of deep blue, you want to take on our deep blue?
Yes. So I just wanted to add this in here. Deep Blue is our soothing blend. It really is absolutely amazing for helping calm the muscles and joints if there's any discomfort. It's a beautiful blend of wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum, blue tansy, that's what makes it blue, blue chamomile, and osmanthus essential oils. And something that, Deep Blue, they've really kind of brought in the different ways we can get it and use it. So there is the 5 ml Deep Blue that is just the oil blend. Then there is a roller ball of Deep Blue that is concentrated. Then there's also the Deep Blue Touch, which has been diluted with fractionated coconut oil. And then we have our Deep Blue Rub, which comes in little sample packets, which are great to have on the go. It also comes in a 4-ounce tube. And it also comes in a liter jug-like container. So if it's something that you use a lot of and you go through a lot of, that might be a more cost-effective way to use it. So I just wanted to leave a little plug for Deep Blue. It's absolutely beautiful. I love to, too, when I've got some lower back discomfort, I will actually put black pepper on first and then put Deep Blue Rub over it. So layering an oil with the Deep Blue is really nice too. I usually like to put the Deep Blue on last because of the peppermint in the Deep Blue. It's going to help drive the oils into the body more. But lemongrass is another great one to use with Deep Blue Rub. There's so many. Frankincense.
Well, and you can even put Deep Blue oil on first and then the Deep Blue Rub on top of it.
Yes.
That's pretty amazing.
It is.
Now,
and
I was just going to say, it's fun that you said something about black pepper on the low back, because black pepper actually helps to support the kidneys, and that's exactly where your kidneys are.
Well, I'll be. And Deep Blue Rub also comes in handy when you're shoveling. I know we're talking about, spraying and fun, but
let's be real.
You've been in Minnesota this week. I had a little disagreement with my shovel, and it left me with a beautiful, nice bruise on my wrist. And I've been loving my Deep Blue on it. It's really helping it. Glenda 0, shovel 1.
I'm sorry, you and your shovel are fighting. Hopefully some time apart will be really helpful for you.
Yes. Yes.
So moving on to Terra Shield.
Our outdoor blend, Terra Shield is just amazing. And if you think of the word Terra actually means earth. So when I think of Terra Shield, I think of it as my earth shield, kind of my little bubble I'm stepping into when I use it. And it's got some amazing oils in it that help dispel bugs and things of that nature. I do want to put a warning in here because I didn't realize that there was catnip in Terra Shield. And I had put it on a friend once, and she called me the next day and she said, I got home and my cat attacked me. And then I looked and I was like, oh, there's catnip in there. That's probably why. So just be warned that, catnip is in Terra Shield. But it's also got ylang ylang, nootka wood, cedar wood, lemon, eucalyptus. It's just arborvitae. It's a really beautiful blend. I like to use it, even in the winter months sometimes, because again, I think of it as my earth shield. Or emotionally, if you're going somewhere where you know that there's someone that really bugs you, and I'm using air quotes with my fingers. If you use Terra Shield, it kind of works as that shield for you, so hopefully they won't bug you as much. But it's just a really nice blend, and it does come in a 15 ml bottle. Then it also comes in this 30 ml spray bottle, which is just great to have, on the go in your backpack, in your purse, wherever, just to have on hand when you need it.
Well, and that spray bottle is really awesome, especially when you're talking about that emotional component of it. You can almost spray a shield over you. Right?
Yes.
Emotional shield.
Oh, one more thing too. I do use Terra Shield on my dog in the summer months, especially if we're going hiking or something, because it helps repel the bugs from him as well.
Wonderful. Thanks for sharing, Glenda.
Thank you.
You're awesome. So I love this. If you ever think you have almost nothing, remember to be thankful for the sun, the water, the earth, and all of love in your life. You will soon realize that you actually have almost everything. We've been given so much on this earth, and when we have the opportunity to actually turn around and look at all that we have, it actually creates so much joy and peace in the heart. So I encourage you today to, if going outside and getting sun isn't available to you, maybe going in and finding a local greenhouse as you're seeking out your spider plants. And just really taking in some of these beautiful gifts of the earth. One of the things that we wanted to cover while we were going through this is some of the love that doTERRA's harvesters have for the plants. And, I think that it really does show up in the vibrational energy that these oils offer to us. So I don't know if you've opened up a bottle, and when you inhale it, you can almost feel the absolute love that's been put into the harvest of these plants. But I wanted to share with you today a little bit about what that truly does look like.
We start the plucking every day in the morning around 6 o'clock, and it goes up to 11:30 or 12 o'clock. This has bloomed yesterday evening. Okay. This will bloom this evening. This will be tomorrow evening. This will be day after tomorrow. This will bloom next 4th day. This will bloom 5th day. This is growing, to keep on growing like this. My father is growing flowers for the past 50 years. So initially, our flowers were sold in the flower market. Then slowly, after my studies, I thought of doing some business with existing raw material which my father grows. So we plan to start a factory. We started this in 1985. In our factory, we have about 36 employees.
Wow, that was really beautiful. Almost made me cry.
So much love goes into our oils. It's really quite amazing.
I also wanted to just leave you all with a plug today to check out sourcetoyou.com if you haven't. And that is a website that doTERRA has, and there's a lot of information on our growers and the distilleries across the world of where we're getting these beautiful plants. And then there's also on that website, if you have the gift of chemistry and understanding all of that, there is the testing that they do on our oils to make sure that they're pure and potent and that they are don't contain anything harmful. And they share those test results with us on that website. And again, that's sourcetoyou.com. But something that I absolutely love about doTERRA is just the care that they put into procuring these amazing plants all around the world. And as we were working to get this webinar ready today, just really wanted to leave you all with that thought, and just to really have that gratitude when you're using essential oils, and even when you're planting plants of your own in your house or outside.
You're awesome, Glenda. Thank you.
You're awesome too.
So I did pull up the Source to You website here. This quality reports, GCMS. It's so cool because you can actually put in the ID number that's on the bottom of your bottle. I have an old bottle here of Aroma Touch, and I'm going to play with this for a second. See, I actually have to put it in.
And that number she's typing in is just on the bottom of your bottle.
And it's printed on there, stamped on there. So my eyes might not be so awesome.
And see, I have a bottle of Copaiba sitting in front of me, but I can't read the number.
You read the number? You might need to have some younger eyes. Just kidding.
What you trying to say, girl?
Actually, you know what's funny is as I'm looking at some of our newer bottles, I think that they're printed a little bit bigger. 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 1, 0. Okay. You entered a blend. doTERRA publishes test results for single oils. For doTERRA's blends, look here. For single oils, look here. I have been trying blends. Look at that. Well, that kind of makes sense for the blend factor because they don't have, it would be different with the oils that are tested because they're actually looking at the chemistry of the oil. And so your bottle was before January 2016. So that's when they started this. And I am totally sitting here looking at some of my older bottles.
Wow. Either way, it's really awesome.
It's really awesome. And when you get an oil from doTERRA, you know, that's the beautiful thing about getting an oil from doTERRA corporate versus getting an oil off of like Amazon or eBay, because Amazon and eBay, you don't know how long that oil's been sitting in somebody's garage or closet or underneath their bed, or if they opened the bottle and emptied it out and filled it with something not so cool. Anyway, so here is a new bottle of Wild Orange. The GCMS test results are here. You can check out the actual test results. And it will show you what that looks like. Understanding your results. I'll let you play around on here. I don't want to take this over as the focus of our webinar. And we're totally running out of time, but I thought I'd share with you where to find it. So some things that doTERRA is doing for us is they have actually started out April 15th, they started a Daily Health Habits Challenge. And they came out with this awesome kit so that you can incorporate doTERRA oils into your world on a daily basis. And once you do, it actually, that is when you are going to really recognize the power of the oils, are using them on a regular basis, because the body needs that support on the regular, not just when you're feeling crummy. So hop on to doTERRA International Facebook page, or doTERRA Essential Oils Facebook page, I think is what it might be called. And they've got a new post every single day that shares how you can learn more about your own daily health habits.
And then upcoming events, I feel like we've talked this one to death, but it bears mentioning again. doTERRA is doing wellness summits across the U.S., I believe, through May. And check out that web address there, or just go to doTERRA.com and hover over our advocates and go to events. And from there you can select wellness summits. It's a great way to introduce someone to doTERRA, have them kind of feel the culture. It's also great if you have family in that area and they're maybe using oils, but they want a little more information. Great event for that. The morning is filled with kind of what is doTERRA, what are essential oils, and then the afternoon has a little bit more of a sharing focus if you're interested in the opportunity with doTERRA. And then also they have regional product education training, and I'm really excited. I'm heading to the one in Chicago on May 12th. And they also have some other events or other locations left, in one more here in April, and then in May, and one in June. And the regional product education is strictly all about training people on how to use these amazing products. So it's a whole day, a whole Saturday, just packed filled with some. If you go to doTERRA.com, you can see the topics that they're presenting. But I know in Chicago, they'll be talking about oils in kids, and now all the other topics have escaped my mind. But it's really just a nice mix of kind of getting some information on changing your lifestyle with doTERRA products, using the supplements and using the oils. So I highly recommend getting to one of those if you're able to, or sharing them with people that might be in those areas. And lastly, we have our upcoming events. Next week, our webinar will be focusing on the amazing trio, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. Really excited about that one. Those three oils pack quite the punch and can do amazing things together. Then tonight and next Wednesday night, I will be doing an Essential Oils 101 at my house starting at 6:30 p.m. Then next Tuesday night, April 24th, there will be Natural Health Solutions with Essential Oils being hosted by Erica Dolan at the Grand Stay in Apple Valley. And then on May 14th at 7 p.m., there's an Intro to Oils at Unwind Within, and Oils for Athletes on May 18th at Unwind Within, both starting at 7 p.m. And then our next business meeting will be May 19th. Sorry, it is the third Saturday, but we will be doing it the third Saturday since I will be in Chicago at the regional product training. So Hope to see you at some upcoming events. Hope you learned something today, and just maybe give your plants a little bit of extra love today.
Have a fantastic rest of your day.
Thank you.